Once, I walked through a slum on the outskirts of the city, and I noticed that the impoverished residents of the neighborhood looked at me with suspicion and hatred. It dawned on me that I must appear too neat and arrogant, more than they were comfortable with. A week later, I had to meet a man in one of the city's most upscale and wealthy neighborhoods. Luxurious cars of the latest models lined the streets, making my vehicle look like a discarded trash bin next to them. I noticed the astonished and hostile looks directed at me by everyone I encountered. When I tried to enter a particular building, the security guard stopped me to know my details. I looked at myself in the enormous mirror behind the guard and understood why. I looked shabby, suspicious, and poorer than the norm for that place. That's when I realized that I belonged to the middle ground in everything. I had no place in the world of the affluent, but the world of the destitute didn't accept me either. In college days, I loved Sarah, my classmate, who admired my vitality but not my financial status. She thought it was extraordinarily bold and almost impudent for me to consider asking for her hand in marriage. My father told me it was impossible, so I decided to play the role of the heartbroken young man. I spent sleepless nights writing very bad poetry and drinking cups of strong black tea. My stomach hurt from the tea, and I mistook that for the pangs of love and the wounds of the heart that poets often spoke of. I spent my life trying to gather money, until I finally had enough to ask for Sarah's hand. I searched for her and found that she had become a terrifyingly obese woman with 5 children whom she incessantly slapped. That's when I met a girl who looked exactly like young Sarah, with the same mannerisms and sad, delicate touch. I asked to propose to her, but she looked at me thoughtfully and said, "You are in a decent financial position, but excuse me, there isn't a single black hair on your head. Didn't it occur to you that if you had married at 20, you could have a daughter my age?" She was right. I am stuck in the middle camp of everything. The middle age where I can neither win over Sarah nor want another who slaps her children thrice a day. Even if I decided to marry without love, I wouldn't marry Atiat, the beautiful poor girl, as she is not of my class, nor would I marry Angie, the spoiled aristocratic girl who plays tennis and travels to Europe twice a year. I would marry a middle-class bride like Yasmin, the daughter of Mr. Abdul Jawad, the geography teacher, who believes that being with me is a high price to pay for securing a home and children and becoming a mother who slaps them all day. Yes, the problem of being a middleman is a deep sociological issue that requires a longer article. But I can't merely pass it by like an average man, nor can I write an academic study about it because I am precisely in the middle between the ignorant and the academic.